numbers in the AM can only mean one thing: race day. But it's not my race day. It's not even Mary's race day. So why the hell am I up at 5 AM? In fact, 4:30 AM I was up, because a member of Fitness Freaks is racing, and he's in the car behind me. He's not there. So George. Does it all seem familiar, George?
Yeah, back again.
His helmet. You know you don't use your helmet yet.
I don't want to carry it.
Before we properly have a chat to George, I've left him to go into transition and set up. Let me just explain why I'm here, what this is. Obviously, it's an opportunity to see George, say goodbye to George before we move to Thailand as one of the Fitness Freaks, and actually Sam's coming to watch. But also, it's the English National Championships for middle distance triathlon, so there's going to be some really decent athletes here, and I wanted to just get a flavour of the day, and with fingers crossed that George is going to have a good race as well. He was just outside the top 10 last time when, if you've watched the video, I'll link it here, he was just outside the top 10, so fingers crossed for a good day for George, and fingers crossed that the rain holds off. Got my umbrella. Seen this before. Look.
Branded, mate.
Wetsuit.
Always on brand. Matching. Please sponsor me.
Yeah. Here's the man of the moment.
Good morning.
With my brolly. Hi George, how's it going?
Good, a little bit nervous. Back at Hever Castle.
Yeah, round 2.
Try this one again. Try to get it right. Get the right nutrition.
Water's warmer.
Yeah.
And it's the full swim. So last time George came here, it was they actually cut the swim down because it was so cold in there.
Yeah, 20 degrees today, so we'll get a full swim so I can float like a potato for longer.
And in the river as well, which is that's actually quite exciting. I've never done that, but you get to swim down a river, don't you?
Prime content location.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely go find that bit. So you're feeling good in general?
Yeah, feeling good, ready to just rip it up. Leave it all out on the course, as they say, and just put a line in the sand, see where I'm at.
Yeah.
First race of the season.
National Championships.
Maybe should have got a haircut prior to this event.
I like the fact that
Go
you're
aero,
rocking the late
all that.
90s look.
Leonardo DiCaprio, late 90s.
I was going to say, I actually can't grow my hair like that anymore, but yeah, enjoy it while you can.
Some say I look like a Karen. I'll be asking to speak to their manager.
Obviously, true to form, we're waiting for the other one of the 3 Fitness Freaks to actually turn up. It's going to be soon though.
Hey to Ben, I'm not creeping in the water first. Just gonna
plunge in.
You made it!
Morning, just in time.
That's George there. We didn't sign up for this, George.
Disgusting.
This is rubbish. We're running to transition to see if we can catch George. It is awful conditions for racers and us. We're just running to transition to catch George. All my trail shoes are rubbing, I'm getting a blister. And I ran in a puddle. I caught you! Keep going! Great day for a bike ride, George. Hey, go on the wet. You got this, buddy. Looking good. Oh. Keep going, man. Come on, Georgie. It's a bit wet, but you're good. These are truly atrocious conditions for racing, but spare a thought for the spectators. Even worse, I'd say.
We're having a tough day.
Yeah, it's a tough day. It's that weather where it rains in the summer, but it's warm, and when you run, I'm now sweating, wet on the outside and then sweating as well. Oh, I would not want to race in this.
It's horrible.
Oh, this is grim. Imagine if it was like this for the Ironborn race.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to imagine.
Don't think about it.
Don't think like that. Well, it's a great leveler, I guess. The fact that it's the national championships in this kind of weather, it in some ways levels it. Obviously not the swim, but the bike is, it might neutralise some of the most powerful cyclists, or certainly make them think twice about going full guns. So it's going to come down to, it might even come down to the run and choice of footwear, because George has got trail shoes in his bag as a choice. So he's got 2 pairs of shoes, and I would imagine a lot of the runners are going to come out, or a lot of the triathletes are going to come out with normal road shoes, or even kind of your next percents and stuff. So it might come down to shoe choice here, which is weird for a race, right? Well, no, because you have to think about everything. Look at how happy Sam is. Well done, mate. It's Jane. Jane! Woo-hoo! Have a good one. That was Jane from our club. She's ex-world champion.
Monster.
A monster athlete, unbelievable athlete. So, yeah, she's going to have a fun day. Now, we always knew that this would be the hardest bit. The bike course is a hilly, relentless route that never really allows you to get into a rhythm, and it saps the legs and keeps you on high alert. Then, add to that the torrential rain and really tricky ascent on gravel, then road and speed bumps straight out of transition, and you really have to keep your wits about you. So we wandered up to the top of the road to wait for George to come past after lap 1. So, we're over an hour into the bike, and this road down here is where George should be coming from in about, I would estimate, in about 25 minutes. So just for the 10 seconds that he goes past, we're going to give him some words of encouragement, maybe give him some splits as well. If anyone's in front of him, we'll tell him how far behind he is of all of them. I mean, like I say, he's got trail shoes, so that's going to help him. I don't know who else will have. Obviously some will have chosen. He's come prepared. Which is very George. Like we say, he gets to the airport maybe 7 hours before his flight, so he has about 8 pairs of shoes in transition to choose from. That's a lie, it's 2. This is the first cyclist coming through in the race, so 8:55. Good work, well done. That's his first lap done.
Well done, Matt. 1:15 to the leader.
1:15. Well done, keep going. Keep working, well done. Great stuff, well done.
Minutes lost. I went down the iron route. The marshal didn't see.
Oh, you Oh, that is so frustrating. So he just came past us, and it seems like he went the wrong way, and he went onto the full iron distance course for 10 minutes. So he's 10 minutes further back than he would be. He's 18 minutes back from the leaders, so he would have been about 8 minutes back. That's just, and not necessarily 8 minutes back, 8 minutes from the first person that came past, but we don't know when they all started time-wise, so.
It's complicated.
It is complicated.
You need to get the calculators out.
Yeah, triathlon is a fickle mistress. I don't know how George is going to be feeling, because I'm starting to feel it and I haven't even raced today. I just hope he's not beating himself up. It's all about letting the frustration go and just focusing in on what you've got to do. I don't know. I'll ask him to explain it himself. The sun came out for 5 minutes?
Half hour. Maybe.
Half hour.
Max.
I was heading to the ice cream van, and then this happened again. Poor George. George is out there, to be fair. We've at least got an umbrella. All right, first bikes are coming in. Well done.
Well done, Matt.
Well done, Matt. Great stuff. Great running. Well done, mate. Looking strong.
Let's go, Geordie.
Keep focusing, buddy. Well done. Run hard. Well done.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, looking strong, buddy. Keep going, man. Well done, mate. Looking strong. So on George watch, we're estimating that he did the bike in about 3:07,
Including a 10-minute
including a 10-minute diversion, which is pretty heartening in some sense that he's obviously on good form, but he did a 10-minute diversion.
You win some, you lose some.
Well done, Georgie. We've made our way to the finish line now because George has gone past, what, about 45 minutes so in about 45 minutes he'll be coming through here. First finishers will start to be coming through 10 minutes time-ish.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
So that's, yeah.
Keeping our eyes peeled.
Yeah, right, he should be coming through any minute now because a couple of the runners that he was right with at the end of the first lap have just come through, so. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Come on, Georgie! Big finish, buddy! Big finish! And as we watch finishers stream over the line from the triathlons, marathons, half marathons, etc., I could tell that George was in the hurt locker, both physically and mentally. Now wasn't the time to pick apart his race with him. It was too raw. So we walked him back to the car, kept the chat light, laughed a bit, and then we all went our separate ways. Tired, but happy to have spent time with each other doing or watching what we love. But there's no hiding from Ben, so I've got George now ready to chat through his thoughts. George.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Briggs. That's good timing.
Just popped in. He's checking I'm okay as well.
Is he making sure you're okay? Oh, Briggsy boy. So as you can see, George is okay. That's what I wanted this part to be about. It was a tough day at the office for you yesterday. How did you feel driving home? Are you okay? What have you taken away?
So the drive home was, it was tough. I was kicking myself. So I obviously accepted during the race it was my fault. Get some accountability. Don't blame anyone else. Ultimately, the athlete needs to know the course. So I think on the drive home, I was probably a bit tough on myself, and compounded by the fact I probably put too much pressure on myself. First race of the season. So there was a lot of negatives in my head on the drive home, but I stopped off halfway, spoke to my coach. We'd planned this nice Sunday dinner anyway. We had a good chat, and I think the real takeaway from it though is you need to look at lessons, and there were positives from that day, and there were lessons to be taken from the negatives. So although I am still annoyed at myself and just a bit upset that I could be such an idiot, you get over it. Ultimately, it's a hobby, it's a sport. It means a lot. I do put a lot of time into it, and God knows my wife puts up with a lot. But
she does put up.
Okay, so.
Well, our wives are great with that. They do put up with a lot, and you are. And I do feel like I've said this to you before. You're hard on yourself because you're such a good athlete, but you want so much out of what you do, and that's fair. And these things happen in races. They're not nice, but they do happen. And you went on Training Peaks in the end and calculated it was actually 14 minutes you lost, wasn't it? Down and up the hill.
Yeah, so I did look at what that segment did, and it was 14 minutes. Not to mention how much energy the stress took out of my body, how much energy I burnt screaming at myself, physically screaming whilst going up that hill, and then just burning too many matches trying to catch people up. Who knows? Maybe if I didn't go down that hill, I would have took the corner too quick and come off my bike.
Yeah.
I don't think you can start saying, I would have got this time, I would have got that position. You just got to let it lie.
I think I've just been making this video, putting it together, and what came across is like how much this means to you, but also how hard you are on yourself sometimes, how hard we all are on ourselves when we race. But I think people will want to know that you're okay and you're happy.
Yeah, that's it. I'm all good now. Looking forward. Another training block coming up. Another race coming up. So
What's next?
got the Army individual sprint championships, and then some trail races. But the big one is obviously the 70.3 World Championships in September. So fingers crossed we can get out to Utah. I'm there really early, so I'm going to drive the course. I'm going to ride the course.
Really good to see you. Well done, mate. You did yourself proud. Me and Sam were really happy fitness freaks watching you, even though the video may tell a slightly different story during the rainstorms, but we were happy in general. It was just nice to spend time together, so well done, genuinely.
Yeah, thanks for coming to support me as well. It's always nice to have you guys there.
A pleasure. And I'm going to leave you with this. A famous saying, I'm sure you've all heard it, but very appropriate from yesterday, is that life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And I think we can all learn from George's experience. I know he'll learn, I know I'll learn, I know we all learn. There will be other races. There's a surfer phrase as well. There's always another wave. So well done, George. Well done to all of you out there that have been through whatever you've been through in your races. And I'll see you Sunday. Thanks for watching.